The vacuum is there. The Ion Shell is not, but the vacuum is. Also, you brought up the mech problem. Both Darkseer and Shadow Fiend usually building mech. I think what Darkseer has to do this game is build a pipe instead. I think pipe would make his pick a lot better, because then you're going to be stopping clockwork damage, ancient apparition, ice blast. If somebody gets ice blasted, you can just pipe them, and that will stop the damage tick at least, buy you some time. So Stormband coming from EHOME, that will not be their pick. Storm versus SF is not the best, I would say. SF can often just turn and hit him. And in the early game, especially when Storm's out of mana, Shadow Fiend becomes very strong, because you can do a couple raises as he escapes. So I think the Storm would have been okay for EHOME, but maybe not the right choice. I assume Gyro's gone. Yeah, Gyro's way gone. And one more ban here for HOT6. I think they should ban out a... what's a magic component carry? I was going to say Morphling, but that's really not likely here.
Other go-tos for EHOME and what like Magic could be either the safe lane or mid lane void is the Razor has been pulled out in the past for them. I don't know if this is much of a stand-and fight kind of a lineup that Razor is going to be utilized very well. It kind of seems like it is.
Could Naga Core maybe?
Naga Core, it's true.
If you send out the illusions and you're radiant sprinting, a couple of HOT6's heroes, you'll stop blink daggers. That might be okay.
Has there been a Morphling yet this tournament?
I don't think so.
Oh, what? Sealer comes out. I wanted something spicy, baby, and that's what I'm talking about.
That's really unexpected. I personally feel Lifestealer is one of the worst carries in the game at the moment. He's very easily kiteable. He does good damage, and maybe he's not even good against Shadow Fiend. Like, Shadow Fiend is a Lifestealer counter. Shadow Fiend started getting played. Like,
maybe EHOME kind of underestimating HOT6, feeling confident that this Lifestealer will work. They're going back a bit. You still got the vehicle there with your clockwork to kind of set up the bomb, but yeah, and this is a bit of a throwback. And Clop as well.
It's very gank strong, but if you're just looking at hard carries on paper, I feel Lifestealer is very weak. And there's Surge from Darkseer, so whoever gets open wounds is going to be able to just run away. So they grab another support to help deal with a Lifestealer, and Bane is great for that. Fiend's Grape going through Magic Community, but Shadow Fiend is not going to have trouble against Lifestealer if their gold is fairly even, because Shadow Fiend will build a Scotty eventually, then Lifestealer is slowed for the rest of the game. And he's got a minus armor aura, which completely counters Lifestealer's low armor pool. Naturally, at least. He's going to have to build a fast AC. So this Lifestealer pick is completely out of nowhere. Nobody is drafting this hero right now, and he's not even good against Earthshaker. Why would you pick Lifestealer? It seems so weird to me. But if they gank really well, it's going to be good. But if the game goes even at all, I feel like it's just going to be weak.
Not really a team also, and not really a time that's like it's time to pull out a back pocket strat. Maybe for them, if they feel like they need to stay alive and secure a 2-0 sweep here, to get those 3 points. But they're doing okay. Is it doing okay enough to pull out a Lifestealer, though, is the question. We'll have to see here. Is everyone really plotting this one out? You know, this could either mean looking to get a big early smoke movement, looking for an early invade, or maybe just HOT6 perplexed by the last pick coming out from EHOME. But nonetheless, calling out for something spicy here. We're going to get it. It's game number 1 of this best-of-2 series. EHOME going toe-to-toe against MVP HOT6. HOT6 down at 1 point right now, the bottom of Group B, while EHOME with 4 draws have 4 points here. So let's get this party started. Immediate movement out from DDC. I think he even teleported up here. Look at this. He's just going crazy with the wards. Puts 1 out to block the camp, and then 1 obs ward to kind of get the vision from anyone passing from camp to camp and moving at the upper part of the river.
Yeah, I don't think they're aggressively tri-laning or anything like that. He actually has nothing in his inventory now because of this. The full sacrifice from DDC. But Dazzler can kind of get by without having regen items due to having Shadow Wave, so I think that'll be fine. And they're expecting a Darkseer anyways, so Sunbee trying to do some tricky stuff on the other side of the map. He puts his Observer and Sentry Wards down. He's hoping a hero will see that he doesn't have those, and then maybe he can sneak in and drop them down. But in fact, there's nobody there. He actually could have just gotten away with blocking whatever he wanted to, so... The mind games have been out mind games.
I have seen that once from ROTK with a Darkseer, and I still don't know to this day if he did it on purpose, but he insta-TP'd to the bottom off lane on Dire side without any wards and ran to the spot as if he was going to plant a ward, didn't, left, and we were sitting there like, was that an ultra mind game, or did he actually forget? Well, sure enough, they ended up planting a sentry and not seeing anything, so props to ROTK at the time.
Is that even worth it?
I don't even know, but...
Maybe if you have a bounty on the team, it's worth it because you're wasting a sentry, but otherwise you're trading 100 gold for 100 gold, so that seems quite weird. All right.
It seemed a bit silly.
UMP's going to find the enemy team. I'm sorry, DDC does have items, actually. They were just sitting on the courier, so he's really stacked on items here.
Lots of regen, lots of consumables here, and they are going to go with what looks like more of an aggro setup here, Purge, in the top lane. So maybe something in that back pocket they've dusted off, and they're going to be throwing it here against HOT6 in a matchup where it's going to be a dual setup between the Bane, where, well, it looks like he was able to get a nice quick D-ward here, and side by side with Forev, who is going to be playing more of that core spicy Lina.
Yeah, so they do end up doing the aggressive tri-lane, which I thought they might when they did the double block here. Oh, their Sentry Ward does not spot the Observer Ward. Very aggressively placed Observer Ward here by Forev, and it's so deep in the lane that the Sentry doesn't spot it.
Very nice. Just a few inches right there out from the standard spot, and that's the difference of that one Sentry not being able to scout it. Sometimes you got to think just that extra inch ahead, knowing that everyone's kind of on the same page with their ward.
Oh, double stun here on Lifestealer top. He's gonna be forced to rage here. Oof. He almost gets killed. That was a fissure into a light strike array, and even a couple right clicks from Heen. The tri-lane actually for MVP HOT6 is really strong here. And they've got a lot of clarity potions on Jarek, so the stuns are not going to stop.
Yeah, there really is no stuns on the side of EHOME for this tri-lane setup, which is definitely a flaw there. Unless they commit to mass levels and poison touch or something, they don't really have much else, just some slows from each. But yeah, Lanham steps in, gets quickly sapped up, and then has to step back. But high contention over this pole camp already. Everyone just trying to get a little piece of that XP pie and trying to go for the lingering last hit. What a beautiful block coming out from Jarek's here, but obviously the damage is not going to be there as a follow-up. Meanwhile, ZYF is going to get caught out with an LSA. Dragon Slave going to be slightly off the mark, but HOT6 letting them know, like, hey, don't get too careless getting out there and too aggressive. We'll catch you out with a quick fissure, and you could be in a bad spot.
With CTY's completely zoning MP in the middle lane, only one last hit on SF, whereas CTY's up to 10 and 10, really showing his mid lane dominance here. MP's not even a bad mid by any means, but he is just having a tough time.
CTY is considered a freak of nature with his mid lane play here, and he's definitely showcasing it right now in this Queen of Pain. And MP's going to have to look for a catch-up, and he's not in Radiant side. It's not like he can have the easy sidestep to those camps, and there's no camps being stacked up. The supports are busy being obligated to this top lane where they're trying to assert their dominance with this tri-lane, so MP might be kind of stuck on his own here, and as the power advantage continues to go for CTY, that could be very, very scary for HOT6 in general.
More side pulls continuing here. I kind of feel like HOT6 should just block this camp with their body whenever they get the chance. Stack the small camp and just take advantage that way, because these pulls continuing, there's actually decent levels coming for EHOME, and they really need to prevent that. Both of their supports are still level 1, and the aggressive tri-lane is all level 2. It's really surprising. Almost killing DDC here, the block.
Ooh. Also trying to give some love here to our bottom lane, which is a bit more quiet because we got, you know, two off laners kind of going just toe-to-toe with each other. OTK, though, constantly pressured onto the tower because there is creep cutting happening here from the side of Sunbi, who does get some wealth of farm for himself. He's 11-1 as far as CS, but OTK right at his heels, 11-8, even a pinch ahead. He gets his level 5. Both off laners are going to be coming online really fast. Purge, quick hook shot, quick wall. I would have to say the Clockwork has a slight nod on being able to participate in team fights sooner, though.
There's a 2-level advantage in mid lane, though. Quap is level 5, Shadow Fiend just hitting 3 here. Oh. This is so tough. Got the double raise off, which helps a bit, but CTY's got a salve and 2 bottle charges here. Not even a bottle yet on MP. What a tough game for him.
We got to dig deep at this point. And just try to stay alive and not allow too much top lane. There is going to be a catch onto Heen. Heen has really nowhere to run, the cold feet, and he's going to go down. And because of all the additional slow, the Solidify would have come shortly after. So it's going to be EHOME who end up striking first, and they take advantage of a lingering little Heen support.
Yep. Ends up getting caught. The Radiant Observer Ward really helping out there. They knew he was out of position, and Earthshaker wasn't in the area to do the physical block. So very, very easy kill there with the Chilling Touch. And EHOME's tri-lanes, it's working out.
I mean, is it due to the fact that maybe the original game plan here for HOT6 was to have Jarek's more near this mid lane to help out MP, and he's kind of been stuck with this top lane aggro setup, and maybe that was EHOME's game plan all along. They give that little bit of wiggle room for CTY to know he gets that one-on-one matchup where they know he can win, and because he doesn't have that interference coming in from an Earthshaker, he's really just doing as he pleases.
That's what it seems like. The salve comes for Shadow Fiend. He's got full HP again, but how long until CTY just lowers his HP with the double level of daggers? He actually goes for the double no build. He's like all in on this 1v1 matchup, and it's going really well for him.
He's level 6 now. If he doesn't want to hang around too long in this lane, he could go elsewhere, but with an OBS drop in the mid lane, giving him that high ground vision, he'll see if there's help nearby and when he can commit to a quick kill here. I mean, hell, he could jump the gun and go right for Jarek's in the back lines if he could burst him down fast enough, but Now that he knows the attention is nearby, he might have to pump the brakes a bit here. And for MP, he can feel a bit more rest assured that there will be help in case the jump does come.
So back on the top lane, Frev's up to 27 CS, one of the highest in the game. Sunbee's farming pretty well additionally, and with that roam, Shadowfiend's able to catch up a bit. He's finally got his bottle coming, so he's going to stabilize a bit here. Not nearly as much farm as you normally see, and there are some jungle stacks, one large stack here, so he's got a little bit to go back for if things get truly terrible, but the shift from Earthshaker back to the top lane should mean that they can maybe get a kill on a support.
They want to get themselves on the board if possible, and this could be a good time. DDC currently on low mana, 4 charges to his stick. But look at these supports. They're actually on the move here. Maybe they saw Shadowfiend leave the lane, who is actually under the gun. Big pressure as it's going to be CTY who connects with the Sonic Wave thereafter. That ward paying off, knows that help is not nearby, makes the committed go and gets the kill. And the supports rotate over. They're like, oh, you got it. All right, see you later. And they're going to head right back to the top lane.
The 3-man rotation. And this is pretty smart to do. Pressure the Shadowfiend really hard because Lina carry is strong, but it's not able to completely get out ridiculous in most cases, just because by the time you buy a BKB, you're usually pretty safe against that. And who's already got a built-in BKB? It's Lifestealer.
Sleep on mid lane. They'll get off the 2 raises, but do they have enough?
Almost.
Try raises even. CTY, so cool and collect, doesn't even bother blinking. He's just like, I'll take the raises. And then bottle up thereafter. He gets the D ward as well on the cusp of the sentry he put down previously. Oh man, this continues to get better and better for EHOME in the mid lane.
Just drops all of his items, doing the full efficiency build, picking them up again, bottle on the way back to base, and C2Y just really showing his mid skill. I'm actually happy that the game I get to watch of him is one where he can show that he's super strong. He's one of the best mid players in the world. I see he's not in the same group as EG, right?
No, no. Yeah, God, yes.
Yes. I don't know if we missed that matchup or not, but I'm going to have to go back and watch replays. I want to see how well you can do against RTZ on 0 ping.
Well, that would have to be Secret Purge, and that's the other
I'm
group.
sorry.
That's
My
okay.
bad.
You're in the old. You're stuck
thanks
in
for
the
the
boys
save.
in blue. No worry, no worry. Not to scoff at Sumail, too, who is also a very talented mid laner. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that much either, don't get me wrong. And I don't think it's been revealed, and to be honest, I don't think it's happening if there was a one-on-one match for TI5. I certainly wouldn't mind seeing someone at CTY's caliber be participating in it. So, as it stands right now, though, he is definitely winning this matchup against MP. Still flexing his muscle, having higher levels, and getting that nice kill. ROTK now steps in. He's been waiting for this for a while, and it looks like MP is going to be going down. Beautiful setup from ROTK. Beautiful cleanup coming out from CTY. ROTK will get the nod.
Dyer's middle
and it's
tower
still
is under
looking to
attack.
HOT6 to get their first kill in this game. Now the rotation from Sunbee to take advantage of this mid lane while SF is gone. While top lane, they're going to get the sleep onto ZYF after the fissure. Follow-up combo comes through the trees of 4M. Good connection there, and they do get themselves on the board, taking down the Lifestealer, but only shortly after CTY shows up and says, how you doing? Gets a big Sonic Wave and a kill on Daheen.
He got blown up. Both heroes actually got blown up, but no grave from the Dazzle. He didn't see the Lifestealer dying there, but a little bit of nuke range from the trees, and Bane ends up cleaning up a kill. So he was really happy with that one, but Bane in return died very, very fast. Despite his high strength gain, Pop is such a big level that he easily got the kill there.
Now they're going into the HOT6 jungle. They see that, and they're like, we gotta get these stacked quick. Get it quick and get out of here.
Oh, this looks dangerous.
MP's going to farm it. Oh, CTY, if he blinks, he wants the courier. Oh, he doesn't get it. He's greedy for that one, but doesn't look like he'll have to pay the price for it. He's able to step back and make it to the high ground here. He's a little bit low on the mana. Only a couple of stick charges.
Does he want it? Is he going for the courier? He knows the
oh, man.
Oh, it's so slow. He's like, no. Oh, no.
Please don't take my bottle.
He's making 3 heroes run around constantly right now, just by being in the area. And he's got so much early advantage that this isn't even an issue for him.
He's really turning it up this game. He knows that if EHOME were able to secure this series 2-0 and get that 3-point boost, put him up to 7 points, put him near the top, and there would be a chance for them to make it into the upper bracket where they'll not have to worry about those best of ones. We'll see if that's going to be the case or not. But it is definitely pressure on HOT6. And we have a new Laguna up here for Forev, but it looks like he's not venturing out from his top lane purge. Is he looking to itemize a bit further? Maybe throw together a Yules or something before he decides to go out?
He may just do the Bloodstone Rush. He's already got Arcane Boots with the Soul Ring. I don't think it's... Yeah, I think he does need to build something like a Yules, honestly, because otherwise killing... Might see Sunbee dying on the bot lane. No, he TP's on in time. he needs some way to be survivable if the lifestealer gets right on top of him. And what is the solution? I'm not completely sure. Yules will help him. Maybe he needs a Force Staff. Maybe Force Staff Bloodstone, but it's very difficult this game. The Quap is so far ahead, and if she ever gets right on top of Lina, it's going to be dangerous. So he may have to just go Yules so that he has that safety of knowing that he can kill that hero.
Gotta be careful, though. ROTK now continues to be on the move, and he's getting pretty dang close to completing out a Blade Mail. Looks like he's leading out the front and hopes to getting a hook shot. Set up! What a connection onto Forev. Now, Jarex is there, but it's not the easiest for him. He's going to have to dish the fissure on a DDC, but that means that they're going to get not one, but 2 kills for ROTK. EHOME looking to clean house here in game 1.
Man, Lina definitely would have lived there if there wasn't a DD on the clockwork. That helps so much when you can hit for 170 or 140 damage there. And even blocking, ROTK just completely outplaying this game. He's got 3 kills now, 42 CS. At this point, this guy's going to be dominating the rest of the game. And it just seems like HOT6 is getting outplayed in their solo lanes a little bit. Like ROTK getting this much farm, and then CTY completely shutting down MP. He's got like a 3-level advantage. Level 10 Queen of Pain versus just now a level 8 Shadow Fiend. Like, it's looking really tough for HOT6.
When you look at EHOME's draft, you think it's a bit odd and peculiar, but their individual player skill and talent is really kind of carrying it right now. As they continue to pressure this top lane, tier 1 at about half-life. Heen looking to turn the corner here. Still not level 6 on this Bane, but he's hoping for a sleep setup here, maybe for Forev to clean house with that Laguna that's ready to go. Not their best target here in DDC, but they'll have to settle for it. Sleep stacked with the Fissure. LSA, 1-2 punch. They're going to get it. No Laguna committed yet. CTY, though, interjects, comes in. CYF also in an Ice Blast to fly in. It's going to connect. Forev easily dead. Sonic Wave helps clean that one up. Here comes ROTK. Gets the hookshot connection onto Heen, and he's going to get blown up. A double kill for CTY. EHOME now 8-2 at 12 minutes in.
And the Lifestealer pick is working just fine. It's basically a carry that has a BKB at the start of the game. And is Lifestealer popular again? Is this the right pick now? Because we've seen, like, think of the BP game we saw earlier. Gyrocopter just got ganked a lot, kept dying to just Magic Burst before he was able to farm his BKB. But now there's this Lifestealer. How do you gank this guy until Bane hits 6? It's very difficult. You have to get the sleep off. But if he just presses R button first, he easily lives. And now he's got his Midas picked up at 12 minutes. A little late, but he went second after his boots, so not too surprising to see it here. And now he can also just solo very easily versus Darkseer as well. Killing those Iron Shell creeps, no problem.
It's hard to say whether they obviously would have been happy with something like a Gyro if it's still been available in the pool, but obviously the luxury of having that free integrated BKB, and he's going with that greedy buildup. He already has the Midas done. Just kind of makes a nice security for the late game of EHOME just in case. But already they're just kind of snowballing plenty with CTY on this Queen of Pain. They won't have to worry about that too much. He's going what looks like right for the Ags. He's already got the point booster and enough money for 2 of the 3 components thereafter. So he's getting pretty damn close to having that pesky Sonic Wave up and at the ready every single possible fight. HOT6 really need to consider finding a way to build some farm for themselves and playing catch-up. I mean, what's the fallback for them? You look at Sunbee, he's still trying to throw together what looks like the early components of a mech.
Might be a pipe as well, though, because he does have a cloak.
He does have the cloak, you're right.
We'll see what MP is building. I don't even think he has a mech component yet.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. CTY getting as much damage as possible without having the Sonic Wave.
He's almost got his Ags at 14 minutes. Yeah. He's only about 800 gold away. So close. Oh, A-ult.
It was connected. Where's the rocket? Was it already sent off? Not yet.
ROTK might die in the jungle, though. Here's the Fissure into stun. Light Strike away. All right, they do get a kill. And that goes on to Lina. That's a killing spree for 400 gold. That's a nice swing for HOT6. They definitely needed that. Actually, a lot more than that. About 8, almost 900 gold going to HOT6. That'll be boots for Jarex, or maybe fast
lane, though. MP, they're making the jump. CTY does have an ultimate. MP fakes out the Requiem, then cancels it. ZYF now looking to move in. He goes up to the Hydra, gets a big Requiem off, but it's not going to be happening. He quickly goes, and the pops out. They get CTY, though. That's a big boost for them. A dominating streak of an extra 518 gold going to be going to MP. Ice Blast. Boom! Got him. What a beautiful J shot out from Lanham, a 3-pointer in the bottom lane. That means it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. And now the rotation comes in. ROTK back from the dead, has a hook shot set up. He's looking for a connection here, but it looks like HOT6 are already out.
Man, they're probably feeling so good from killing CTY there. It was a great nightmare from Heen to keep him out of the fight. In bottom time, when he finally went in, he had to blink aggressive, and then you turn and kill. And they got him, but that Ice Blast, man, crushing their dreams a bit more. But still, a good kill for them, a good double kill actually, and it puts them slightly closer to a win.
Tower has fallen.
With that fight turnaround, we take a brief peek here at the net worth. You can see that slight boost back the way towards of HOT6, but still a 5K advantage.
Hook misses, goes to Earthshaker.
Goes to Earthshaker. Now they get the quick kill on the ZYF. They're hoping for a follow-up on RTK, who's going to pop his Blade Mail. Now their Ice Blast going to connect, and it gets Jarex. Beautifully done once again
great
from Lanham. But what a grip. Grave helps for now, but it's not going to help for much longer. The back end of the grip plus a right click coming up from Forev is going to secure his double kill now. And now
great Ember break.
CTY is able to just get a big sonic wave, a jump across, gets the kill with the scream. He's actually looking for Heen here, has help from DDC if he wants to go in and go a bit ballsy. Decides to pull back instead, and that was a big boost for HOT6 in the earlier fight, but then they end up losing MB, and now Forev ends up going down.
That was such a sick nightmare break by DDC. He knew he was about to get stunned. He breaks it, the blink forward, wastes the stun, and easy kill on Forev. So I don't think they realized there were so many heroes. The warding for EHOME, by the way, has just been fantastic. Look at these weird ward positions. This one right here spotted the hook initiation that I think was maybe aimed for Lina, but ended up catching Earthshaker instead. And they had another one that was on the top lane over here that was fantastic. See all these 2 sentry wards? They're trying to find where the heck that the ward gave them vision, but they just couldn't find it because the wards have been in such good places. They're wasting gold, they're not able to deward the vision, and they're losing teamfights because of it.
EHOME getting very crafty with their wards, and you can see the payoff that's already worked for them. HOT6 still trying to make the crawl back here, 11-6 here as we get into that mid-game period. About 17 minutes in. We take a moment to look over the item progression. You can see CTY, has his Agnum done, just needs to kind of put it in hand. But, at that moment, they're able to get a hold of that pesky AA. One of the drawbacks, he was probably out in the side lane by himself for a while, but they're going to get the catch, and he does go down.
The old Dragon Slave Laguna Blade, you're dead.
Yeah.
Definitely nice to not have to worry about landing the stun. And Lina's making the Bloodstone first work. It gives him a lot of HP. If he gets the Euls, it doesn't really prevent the Lifestealer from killing him. Doesn't really prevent the Quaff from killing him after it ends. But the Bloodstone, just lots of HP. Spots out Jarex. Will they hook? He's looking for it. He's thinking about it. He misses. Good juke by Jarex. They're still going to lose the tier 1 tower most likely. No, they're TP and they can fight now actually.
They're thinking about it here. Lanham is back. He's at the base, so a big Ice Blast could come into this fight, but they're going to smoke. Swinging from behind. Do they stay? EHOME already on the way out, except for DDC. He's looking to play a ward here, but might pay with his life. They're going to get him with a fissure. A rocket to come in. Do they re-engage here? CTY going to be put up asleep. It is going to get removed from ROTK. There's the vacuum wall from Sunbee. Catches a couple of them on the way in. They look to engage, but no. Meanwhile, look at this. Heen gets an ult onto ROTK, but it's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, CTY, an easy double for him as he cleans house and wipes out 2. Makes it 3 all day. Jarek's very weak and wounded. Gonna go down. Blinking from CTY makes it a triple. Looking to go for the Ultra here, but he gets hit with a Laguna. Forev does end up going down. It's going to be a suicide for your Lina. 5-man wipe on the side of HOT6, and EHOME lose no one. That was started with a HOT6 smoke, and it is just all fire for EHOME.
They just weren't organized in their team fight there. They needed to initiate better. It had to be a fissure into Lina combo, preferably on the Dazzle if possible, but they just didn't expect Dazzle to be there, I think, and they had to just kill him instantly. But they got so scared as soon as they saw the Dazzle there, they didn't know where the position of the rest of EHOME was, and then the fight just went really poorly. You can't just initiate by running a Darkseer and just attacking the Dazzle, and if they do, they had to hard commit to it and play it correctly, but it seemed like they didn't quite know what they wanted to do in that fight, and it led to cold feet and just bad team fight for them, losing 4 with a suicide.
This puts HOT6 in a bit of a sticky situation now. There was a bit of a glimmer of hope for them to get a pullback, but EHOME continued to triumph there, and that was a very awkward position for DDC to lead it out, but EHOME able to kind of spread HOT6 apart and put them in that awkward position, so they couldn't effectively make anything happen. Top lane, Jarex almost walks into an Ice Blast. And the thing is the Lina got that solo pick on the Lanham earlier, but Lanham had already completed his Midas and used it. It was on cooldown, and he already has a point booster. And almost one component towards his Agnum Scepter. He's making beautiful time right now for this AA.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice to have. Fred almost dying top, actually. RTK getting graved, and he's looking dead, gets silenced. Oh, perfect timing. The Rage runs out. They might be able to kill the Lifestealer now. Here comes the ulti as well. He does go down. Nice little turn for MVP. Now they're on the chase, trying to grab RTK. Great vacuum, pulling him back, but they've got so much HP, this doesn't even matter. Great back up again. The level 4. Will he be able to survive? Oh, great home man. C2I completely whiffs there. AI Blast comes in, lands on Sunbee. He's probably going to tick down. Yeah, definitely dead.
Nice connect with the deny right there because of the Shadow Strike that was on him.
Oh, nice.
Beautifully done. Very nice.
So MP gets a double kill. Get it? Get it?
Yes,
Thank you.
He got it. But who didn't get it? CTY, the connection of that Sonic Wave
not
off
even
the
close.
mark. It could have been huge with the Ice Blast follow-up, but just not there. And maybe credit to HOT6, they had a nice split pattern at the moment. Ends up being a good turnaround for them, taking down the Lifestealer and then ROTK thereafter at only the expense of their Darkseer. Makes it very nice. Bottom,
he might find
Rune, good sleep. Heen's like, I want that regen.
It's 7 seconds. I think they might be able to get there. It's all. Yeah, he's going to land a stun. Here comes stun. Laguna Blade in 3. Not quite enough time. He almost gets the kill. He ulted. Can he turn and just ulti him?
Oh, no. They're not going to get the Bane for him, trying to catch up and get his own Laguna. Lifecycle Ray gets in the mood speed. TTY waiting for the blink. Blink, he's out.
Man, that's just so unfortunate. They were so close to getting that kill. Laguna Blade, 4-second cooldown, and that would have been a dead C2Y for nothing. Instead, turns out with Heen dying as well.
Oh, they might lose MP top lane now, who's out alone here. But he has a TP, and they have no way to stop him. No levels in the Poison Touch, no bash in ZYF. Makes his good escape. Gets him out of the lane, though, and they get to take over as far as farm there. Mid lane, RTK here with a fissure. There's the Laguna we were waiting for. This time it's going to be onto the Clockwork.
Shadow Blade?
Kill.
Shadow Blade?
Oh, we haven't seen this in a while in a Corlina.
I think it's a solution against Lifestealer. If you open wound you go invisible, and you at least force them to drop gem, etc. And it's also a bit of a damage item. If he goes for something like a Force Staff, it's not going to be as good as at getting kills. But the more important thing is that he can actually guarantee kills against the Lifestealer this way. If he Shadow Blades and he Light Strike arrays from Invis, he can't rage in time. If he attacks first and then Light Strikes, he can do it. If he uses first, he can rage, and he won't be able to get the kill. So the Shadow Blade allows him very good offensive possibilities, and it's something we started seeing, 2-3 months ago, and then kind of phased out.
Well, they unfortunately are not going to get the opportunity to get a catch on the DDC or ZYF. They both already head out. They have that very deep ward here that saw the movement coming in. Might not have seen the Lina Shadow Blade, but CTY.
I think it did. Yeah, it saw him go invis initially.
CTY has an invis rune. He's parked himself mid lane in hopes that someone will show up. No one here yet. He'll wait. Now he just got level 16 Purge. This is a level 3 Sonic Wave with an axe. He sees the fissure down here.
Looking for the vision.
Oh, yeah, he might go in and go to a quick kill. Now, Forev does get a kill, but mid lane, we're going to get the kill right here. Blinking, you missed it. CTY gets the connection there. Now, Forev is able to get a trade himself, it looks like, as he takes the support top lane.
Oh, that's... How did they get a dazzle? Did they grip it? No, they didn't. It must have only nightmare.
ROTK! Oh, I tried to get the hookshot jump in with Lifestealer on his back, but not going to be able to get the grab.
They both got TPs, so they'll be out fine. Things are actually recovering. I think HOT6 has been doing a really good job the last couple of minutes, getting kills where they need to. I mean, obviously, they've lost a few heroes here or there, and C2Y is doing amazing. 10-1-3 on his QoP. But I think Shadowfiend is effectively recovered at this point. He's almost got BKB. He's got mech as well. Obviously, the net worth of CTY is far, far higher, but once Shadowfiend gets his BKB, he's in a good spot. He doesn't have to worry about just dying right at the start of the fight.
Smoke from HOT6. We'll see. It looks like it's going to be one to invade the EHOME front, not one for Roche. They're going to go all the way back and around. Frantic pings to fly out here. ROTK closest to the action here. Could get caught out. Looks like he's just put himself in the corner. The smoke's going to pop. Where is he? They don't know. They're cutting to the left. Hey, there he is. ROTK just shows himself, walks in with a blade mail pop, and Cog is going to bump them all back. Grave is going to be saving ZYF, so he's able to double back. Big Ice Blast Requiem thereafter. He ain't able to set behind his comrade, but ROTK will go down. Sunbee looking to run. He's going to get dropped thereafter. CTY gets the Wicked Sick for himself. MP on the run here as ZYF looks to pursue. He's going to get the catch with the slow. Open wounds. Goes in for a right-click battle here, but he's getting the help from DDC and Lanham, so that means that MP is going to be going down. Jerix moving in, but he is just getting caught from behind. CTY will get that one. Monster kill for him. It's a double kill in the fight altogether. 24-12. HOT6 lose 4 EHOME only lose ROTK.
They somehow walked all the way into the enemy team's base and just got completely surrounded accidentally. Like, they had the Lifestealer to the left, which is where Forever went on, but Clockwork was behind them, and the other supports are wrapped around, and it just caused HOT6 to completely spread out. Their first initiation didn't get a kill because the Dazzle was sitting behind the Lifestealer, and from there it just became a war of attrition. CTY, great ulti, cutting right through the pipe because of the pure damage, and further advantage for EHOME here. HOT6 really needed to get a triple kill at least there.
Not good with these big bursty ultimates like your Sonic Wave and Ice Blast to fight in such a tight choke point. And convenience for ROTK, he kind of just walked out in the middle of them, but because of those cogs, it really forced HOT6 into that bad position way back in behind so they couldn't get the follow-up.
So back to farming, I guess, for now, for MVP. Let's take a look, see if they have any smokes. Nothing in base, nothing on Courier, and in inventory they have one on Darkseer, so they still have a gank option that can be a little tricky. On the bright side, they also didn't lose Forev in that fight. He wasn't able to get a kill, but maybe somebody will come defend top.
Forev was looking for someone to come top to farm. CTY does show up, but it's a bit too late. CTY, he has got the Octarine Core now. Octarine Core and an Agnum's Quap, 25 minutes in or so. Every 30 seconds, dishing out this crazy Sonic Wave.
He may tank the gank as well, since he does have the Aegis. It's very easy to get away afterwards in most cases. There's the Shadow Blade for Ev. Oh, no, they're going to back up, I guess.
Smoke on EHOME. Oh, a DD rune as well, and they're going to go right into the ROTK transportation mechanism here.
I don't even know if he gets the DD. It's on us here. Oh, they grab a grip.
They get a hold of CTY. They might be able to get the quick burst onto him. They do.
Oh, Hook
the
misses.
Aegis. Hook misses from ROTK. CTY will be coming back. Heen has to get the hell out of there. And here comes trouble. CTY looking to jump in. Yeah, Forev is going to go down to the suicide there at the end. And that's the only casualty for this smoke movement for EHOME, which is not bad for HOT6.
Yeah, they lose some gold on Lina just naturally because of the self-deny, but I think that's all right. Considering how much went into that. That was a smoke. They killed the Aegis. Good trade there for that. And now they can take another fight. They don't have grip, though. That's the only other downside. They use that to commit and guarantee the first kill. So it should be a tier 2 tower falling as a result. TP backs for CTY, going for the Jerax kill.
Ooh, no. Just going to walk out and TP. And CTY, he's just here to defend the tower, it looks like. Now his team will be able to secure the tier 2 at the top as they pull back. If HOT6 did want to defend, they did have a lot ready up. Forev now on the move with his Shadow Blade, but, you know, Sunbee does have wall ready to go. It looks like he has his pipe now complete. It looks like they don't want to take much unless they have everyone ready to go.
And the tower gets denied, which is going to hurt Jerax a little bit there. Gets a bit of gold, but could have had twice as much at least if he got the deny.
Yeah, and he's trying to get that Blink Dagger.
Yeah. Even Sunbee's not that farmed, just the slow ring with the pipe and the Arcane Boots. Obviously is a lot of good items, but coming up on the 30-minute mark, it's less than you normally expect a Darkseer to have. Usually they have at least a Blink Dagger at this point. I don't even know if that's the right item, though. Probably a Force for Darkseer here would be the next one. Make yourself survivable against Clockwork.
Yeah. I mean, there really isn't much for Force Staff candidates outside of him anyways, because just the way Jerax is farming, his Force would come after the Blink, and that seems to be a ways off. Oh, here goes ROTK. He's trying to get hold of Jerax. He got the Blink.
It's like, fine,
so it is what it is. He'll do the dance of death and accept it. He just needed the farm for that.
Just in time. One fissure, and he's good. 0-7 and 8, but he's got Blink at 28 minutes for a mostly roaming hero in a game that you're losing, especially against a Lifestealer. It's one of the worst heroes to play Earthshaker against, because if he gets in close on you, you just die. You got no solution. You can maybe fissure block him off, but that's about it.
Still not as much as the supports on the other side of EHOME, and specifically Lanham. This guy is loaded. He's got his Agnum's already complete. He's got about 1,200 gold saved up. He can get his own Force Staff. He can get whatever the hell he wants. I mean, on Agnum's, and you're just feeling great at this point. HOT6, not so much. That Ice Blast connects. It's going to be what feels like an eternity of no health, no regen, no nothing.
Even Dazzle's really farmed this game. He's almost got his own mech. How many Dazzles have we seen that's just like Brown Boots wand? Frev might get caught. He uses the Shadow Blade. Item really paying off here. If that was a Force, he would have got initiated on. Regeneration. They do have a gem on Dazzle, though, so they killed the Observer Ward. And any other that they find will be killed. So no vision now for HOT6, and very good vision for EHOME.
Yeah, just a couple of sentries are all that remain on the side of HOT6 near their woods, but EHOME have bigger things on their mind. They're looking to go for a tier 2 here. It looks like it shouldn't be too much trouble. CTY does hold a reserve Voidstone for now. We'll have to see if that's going to be saved for potential Sheepstick, potential Yules.
Middle tower
but this tower will help secure the extra bit of gold, 2,400. Probably going to be the Sheep if he's saving it for a Mystic Staff.
Yeah, I think so too. Hex is just so, like, you don't wait until 30 minutes to finally buy Yules, especially if you're winning.
Yeah.
You want to have that proactive item. The item that's going to scale for the rest of the game. And he's got an Octarine core, so the cooldown's already 25% less. Hex is perfect at this point. Get that thing up as much as possible. Use it to kill Frev, use it to kill MP, use it to initiate first, start the fight off in a good way.
Just can't believe how often that Sonic Wave comes up. He just used it to annihilate some poor mud golems who weren't doing anything, and he's already going to have it up in like 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's like a kind of long cooldown for an AoE spell is basically what it is, 30 seconds. It's incredible.
Well, EHOME now will have the test. And now that they've completed and taken down all outer towers of HOT6 on finding a way to breach into the high ground here, which is nothing to scoff at, Purge. If you look at HOT6's lineup, you got Darkseer, you got Earthshaker, you got a good stun power, a Requiem. They have a lot of ways to hold the fort.
Tower is under attack.
Just a matter of EHOME being able to break into that base. A good hook shot, Ice Blast follow-up. Could be all it takes if they got the cleanup power.
2 more minutes until Roche is up. So I'm sure EHOME will wait for that before they go for the high ground attempt. It is a pretty good defense, like you said, but they're so far ahead. It's going to be very tough for MVP to defend, but they definitely can do it. You know, a little bit of burst damage here, there, and you're good. Lina might get caught on the bottom. Hook shot's going to miss, though. Ooh, that was very close. Very smart from Frev, hiding and hugging the left side as soon as he got out of vision range. He's actually quite fast with the Shadow Blade here, 413 as he's in Biz, so can't see him. He's running fast, hard to land that hook shot.
Playing a dangerous game, getting so close to EHOME and far from home. Gets caught out and taken down. These Bloodstone charges are going to quickly wither away, and he won't be able to come back as fast to pull out that defense.
Yeah, that's really the important part for him. It's not really about the mana regen. He's got plenty of mana regen with the 2,000 or the 200%, but the fast respawn is really integral towards him keeping his farm up. He's almost got Ags, and when he gets that, Lifestealer's gonna have some trouble, especially because he went for a damage item here with the Desolator. He's also picked up a Blink Dagger now, but you know, Laguna cuts right through that. That's probably the main reason. I mean, another reason to say Lifestealer isn't good in this patch. Because how many Lina Ags do we see all the time? And it's the perfect counter. Takes away, you know, a huge amount of his HP, or like 66% or so.
Looks like ZYF misclicked his TP, was trying to go top, but then it ended up not happening. So now ROTK will come instead. Ian puts him to sleep.
Go Catapult. Catapult! Oh, it's denied Dazzle. DDC ruining it. That would have been the coolest play. I'll let my Catapult handle it play.
Not enough. Comes the delayed tower shot, though, following Heen. Ha ha ha! You didn't get the tower! All the way back to base, but just HOT6 trying to stretch out their wings as far as possible and create some space for themselves before the inevitable EHOME push does come their way with their big, mighty weapons and ammunition that they have been able to farm up. Well, look at this, Forev committing and buying out. He gets the Agnum Scepter now. Huge burst potential, regardless of Lifestealer's rage or not. And a smoke. Here comes
They're going to find him.
They're going to see him from the high ground here.
Oh, there's the Echo Slam.
Just jump in Echo. A lot of hate from the Dinosaurs here, and they're going to get the Laguna to follow up as well. Ice Blast will connect on the 2. Another again from ROTK, man. He has been off the mark right now, but does force in, gets Big Cock. CTY connects with a Sonic Wave. The pop of the pipe is going to be coming out. They're going to go clean up Heen, vacuum wall.
Good race.
Catches out the backstaff here, and MP is looking to chase out, but they are still alive and well. DDC holding them out here. They only lose ZYF. HOT6, they only lose Heen.
Man, ROTK needs to land those hooks. He's missed like 4 or 5 in a row, something like that.
Yeah.
There's been, and every single Infest as well. Every single Infest hook is missed also, like at least 2. He had such a good early game, but ever since then, he's just not landing the hooks that he needs. He did follow it up with the old Force into Cogs, the poor man's hook, but if he was able to hook instead, and that would have been a setup on a support, his team could have followed up and possibly gotten a better ult.
Well, he's building to an Ag, so that means more hooks to miss more often. We'll have to see. I'm just kidding, ROTK.
You sick flamer.
He's got the... Oh, he missed that one, though, Purge. But it doesn't matter. CTY will... It was all part of the plan, Purge. He zoned him to that way with the hook and right into CTY's arms. Sonic Wave connected. Wonderfully done, ROTK.
If we had a stats man, I would love to know the hooks miss count.
Is at least... It feels like 4 straight by now.
Yeah, he hasn't hit a hook for probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and he's thrown them.
If he misses another one, I mean,
but his early game was so good. He played so well. Just got to keep it going, man. You got this.
yeah, I mean, he's still doing the job that needs to be done. Could be a lot easier if the hook shots were connected, but maybe he wants to make this a bit more challenging for himself. For now, he just kind of keeps his mid lane at bay. The rest of his company here, rotating on through, stealing the Ancients, keeping the pressure on the side of the HOT6 map.
Lifestealer back to the Ancient farming. The place he died. It's like, nah, I shouldn't make that joke. And you have no idea where I was going to go with it. You manage it.
Well, they're going to instead step back, abandon on the farm, and go right for the Roche here. And HOT6, they don't have a smoke on hand to kind of head that way. They have the Laguna Shadow Blade. Jerix has an Echo. Level 2 now as he has level 11.
Good position by RTK, though.
He's waiting. He got that one. There we go, babe. RTK is able to move in and force right out.
Oh, the grip, but he cancels.
And traps MP, who gets hit with a Sonic Wave. Even through that BKB, now they're going to annihilate RTK here.
Oh,
no, good. What a save. Now they are going to be able to bring down the first life of ZYF while grabbing Heen from the low ground. Sunbeam trying to run. And he's not going to be able to make it away. CTY is able to catch up with the Scream. Now for Ev. Oh, I want to make it in the base. Not going to be happening. He goes down. ZYF pops out the rage as the LSA wants to come out. And it's a 5-man takedown on the side of HOT6. EHOME holds strong after completing out the Roche. And now look for them to make the push happen. It looks like it's going to be on the bottom lane, going right into the base.
Yeah, the only guy they got was the Lifestealer, and that was just an Aegis. And immediately after, he's like, oh, I'm glad you did that, because I needed to buy my Hyperstun anyways. So, man, he just jumped right in there with the Blink Dagger. Even though the Roche just happened, he got there just in time. So, really good fight there for EHOME. They got to initiate first. There wasn't the respawn from HOT6. And, well, they tried at least, but it's hard to kill a Lifestealer 2 times with the heroes they have. That was a Laguna Blade. You've only got one of those per fight.
And you only got 6 Raxes, but they got 4 now, as the bottom is just going to be easily taken apart from EHOME here. Could be the beginning of the end, or at least game 1. But EHOME not looking to risk anything and get wiped out thereafter and hand over a pretty penny to HOT6. So after they get some damage on the mid lane, they're going to step back. But most of the damage had already been done. Bottom going to be wiped out. Tier 3 mid lane taken down to about a third of its life. EHOME, really good position here. We'll see how they itemize even further here, Purge. You got a Lotus Orb that's pretty much done here for Lanham. He grabs it on the way out. And, well, just doesn't seem to stop here. CTY sitting on nearly 4K gold. ZYF 1700, getting close to that AC.
Getting caught.
Shadow Fiend getting caught right here, bottom lane. That hook will connect onto ZYF, and MP will be able to make it away, but it is a BKB charge. And oh, he goes face first, and the CTY Sonic Wave. Oh, well, about a facial right there. Heen goes down, gets hit with the cogs. He gets dropped. Sunbeam shortly thereafter. We might have just seen the end of this game. That is a quick 3-man drop, and now EHOME can go right back towards this mid lane. We'll need the creeps to get here first, though.
I mean, look at those wards. They knew there was nobody behind him. They had full ward vision around him, in the base leading up to him, and all it takes is a little bit of a Blink Dagger and way more farm than your opponent, and there's nothing that he can do to stop a Lifestealer from hitting him. He's going to have an Assault Curse up next, and at that point, it's just impossible for SF to fight. He's so far behind in net worth. Sitting at half of the pack. He's behind the Ancient Apparition in items.
CTY goes for the Disrespect Dagon as well.
I mean, it's a good item with Octarine Core, really, because you're reducing the cooldown by a lot. You can lifesteal from it. You're getting lower cooldown. He's got the mana regen. It's a great item at this point, because he just needs more and more burst damage.
He wants more kills. More and more kills. I want to get that stats padded up. Oh! Shallow Grave. He's going to be fine. Not going to be fine is going to be Heen. He gets annihilated right there from the Sonic Wave coming out from CTY, who is now beyond godlike, sporting a very sexy 18-1-6 record on his Queen of Pain. The rest of the company able to jump behind enemy lines. They're going to get the quick kill on the Forev, and HOT6 have thrown in the towel. EHOME will take game number 1 here.
That Lotus Orb was so cool. They were about to kill him, and all of a sudden they were like, I don't want to take 950 pure. I don't want to grip myself. And boom, and they just turned everything around. C2Y, that perfect ending screen, beyond godlike, is exactly what he deserves that game. He just completely shut MP down. I haven't seen somebody get stomped that bad in mid for a long time, especially not a TI setting. 19-1-7.